Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the USC Trojans taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the USC Trojans offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be dragged down. The Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the heavy heat, and they block it. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field position than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They'll run play action. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Got a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. With jet sweep pass. All kinds of running room. The 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep him honest and pound that rock.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more, but Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They're going back to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Pressure coming. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like...
And he's running in the open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation who will enjoy this win. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And it's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to the back. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he could not get loose on the run.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Now, a fourth down.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy, breezy.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Muscling ahead on third and short. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line.
Picks up 1. It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
USC 0.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now.
Can anyone catch him? And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
8-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to...
Holds it in on the left. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They give it to him again. Makes one man miss. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Back to throw, it's Childs. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you?
And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of running room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the route is on.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Ripping off a pretty good good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Got his man on the right. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Trojans are on the move.
Good enough for a first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love working with slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess. Good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
He's got it inside the 15. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Man, this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
That makes the score Ohio State 35.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Still on his feet at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up second down.
Scanning the field, it's Nolan. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys.
USC 9.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Past the 40. The expressway is wide open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed.
Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1 yard line.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Bill.
Open runway ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it down the middle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Got it behind the line. It's Matthews. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was
looking for the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Loses 2. Third down coming up.
A third down try for the offense. To the air, it's Nolan. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the line.
They want that clock to run. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. He hopes it turns out better than last time. He had the other one blocked. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The Trojans will punt this one away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here.